Hi everyone, Susan Winter here. Love the fact that you're coming to my channel. Thank you, thank you. Those of you who are my subscribers and part of my YouTube family, I really love your commentary and I really appreciate the questions that you send me. I'm reading one today. And those of you who are new, I sincerely hope you like what you see. If you do, push the little heart button to subscribe. You'll make me very happy. Love. Falling in love. Finding love. It's been a rough ride this last decade or so. Maybe some people would say the last 2 decades. And I understand that all of the pieces are different. How you are is consistent, showing up, being straightforward, knowing who you are, what you want, having boundaries, having a vision for the love model you want to create. That's consistent. But sometimes we have to acknowledge the fact that, hey, we're playing with somebody else. Is everybody out there defective? Is everybody confused? I have a very simple one-sentence question from somebody today, and I'm going to review it because I think it's on a lot of people's minds. If not occasionally, perhaps a good bit of time while dating. So, Chris writes, how do you make yourself believe if you don't believe that you will find love again? Thank you, Susan. Chris. Okay. Here is the formula that I use. 1. Love the fact, Chris, that you're writing me and that you want to get this sorted out. Your answer is in your question that you will find love again. So, bravo, you found it once. You know, there are some people that go through a lifetime and never allow them to experience their own sense of loving. And that's actually what happened. Yes, somebody participated with you. Maybe for a short run, maybe for a long run. Maybe it was a rough ride, maybe it was fantastic. They're no longer here. So the fact that you've lived something in physicality, why would you think that's eradicated from your life, your vibration, and your energy? You know, it's one thing to hope something and we have no evidence of it. That's a much harder mental discipline. To imagine something. I had a girlfriend who had to imagine what it was like to be loved. She had never experienced love in her family. The closest she got to it was a little bit of attention when she was sick. You can imagine the dynamic that created in her life, right? So how do you create something that you've never seen? That one's a little tougher. But for you, Chris, first of all, you've seen it. You've experienced it. That's your baseline. You may have heard me say this before. That's your baseline. So if you had it once, it's not one-off. It's not like there's one shot at love. Oh, there are not 3 loves in your life. There can be 30 loves in your life. There's no limitation. Don't go by what people say. You know, you get these things, oh, you only get 3 loves in your life. Oh, my Lord. You know, most of us would have been done by 6th grade. That's it. But, you know, real love. Okay, so here, this is simple, but it's not easy. What you need, what we all need, what everybody needs when they come to a time where they're losing faith and losing their belief in love, that love can happen, that they'll find love again. We have to remember that it is a mental discipline. Teaching ourselves to expect good, to see good, to acknowledge happy, positive. This is a mental discipline, no different than going to the gym and doing 100 set of abs or whatever your routine is. It's a muscle. There's a mental muscularity that needs to be developed. I can guarantee you, if you stay complacent and just let it go, nothing better is going to happen. And worse yet, somebody fantastic could come into your life, come right up in front of you, and if you believe it can't happen, 1, you'd either never see them, or 2, you'd blow it because your energy frequency would repel them. So that's not the case. We want to constantly be focusing on the positive. There's a lot that's negative here. I'm not saying be Pollyanna. I'm not saying put your head in the sand. Observe what is happening, but also take time to notice, nurture, and emotionalize the good. See evidence of it. In times where I started to lose my faith, and I've said this before to some people, I would go around and I'd say, universe, just show me. Show me a great guy. I've met a string of bad guys. Show me, I don't care, he doesn't have to belong to me, show somebody else. And I would see these really devoted guys doing their day-to-day errands with their spouse or their girlfriend or whatever, and I thought, yeah, that's a good man. You know, the kind that keeps the lights on when you go back to your house and he's in his car and he leaves it running to make sure you've unlocked the house so that you're safe. It's that kind of guy. The guy who checks up on you, not because he wants something, because he really cares about you. The sensitivity, the devotion, some kind of moral compass, some kind of like a sense of ethic that they have for themselves. This does exist. I know you can go through 20 people that you observe and you say, wow, I don't like any of that. But it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So I would journal. I would write it to make it physicalized, to embed it in your psyche, that you are looking for positive. Every day, notice some good things. Notice loving moments. I had a girlfriend who wanted to be in love. She tried everything. And she told me that she spent a year watching love movies, a year reading books on love, reading stories about people that found each other, and she found her match. Here's how that happened. She actually created a fertile environment for those thoughts to exist. Yes, they were fiction or something else, or they were other people's stories. This is how we can believe and have the faith. You found it once, you'll find it again. I hope this helps you. Everyone, thank you for these lovely, lovely questions. This is on the contact page underneath media. It says video request. That'll go right to our offices. Thank you so much for this. If you've liked what you've seen here, please subscribe. You can listen to me on iHeartRadio, and if you want to work with me, you can chat me up on Magnify or go to the website, susanwinter.net, and look at the different coaching packages that I have. Thank you so much.